Hi guys, so this is my analysis update on GU guys. What am I expecting on GU? If you watched my previous analysis on GU guys, you knew I said I was expecting a push to the downside on GU, and that was because we can see this candle right here gives us like a bearish momentum. So I said there is a possibility that we might actually continue to push to the downside. So my point of interest on that for entry was this level right here. So I said, I think it was around my 78.6% fib level. Yep. My 78.6% fib level was a point of interest for me. I said when we get there, that will determine our next move to continue to now push to the downside. And if we get to push to the downside, this will be my possible target, 1.20746. That will be my target. But if I see it breaking this zone right here, coming back to retest, then my next target for the bull run will be 1.22623. But as you can see that we got to my point of interest right here, and I was looking for the market to retrace around that area. We can see that it did. Then when we got to my point of interest, it did not give me any confluence that we are going to continue to push to the downside. And that is the reason why you just don't use one strategy. Assuming that I only use just fib to trade, I will have taken this trade and I will have probably lost. And my reason for that will be I got to my point of interest, which was 78.6% fib level, right? Then I saw this weak rejection, Idoji candle right here. There's a possibility I might say, oh, it's weak around that area. That's my point of interest. I'm going to continue to push to the, I'm just going to take my trade, probably take my trade. Let me just picture a scenario. Take my trade, let's say right here, put my TP around above this structure right here. Sorry, my stop loss around that area and my TP certainly around this area right here. You can see that it would have actually stopped me out and I will have taken a loss from this trade right here. And that is why it's crucial for you to have multiple confluences before taking the trade. I know that is a point of interest of mine. And when we got to that area, I was now looking for an entry around that area. But as soon as I see the doji candle right here, doji candle, if you've watched previous analysis of if you've watched my analysis, some of my previous videos that I did, you know that I use candle formation as a confluence as well. I use chart pattern as a confluence. I use market structure, price action, and Fibonacci as a confluence. If I had not known about doji candle, that one that formed right here is a doji candle, meaning it's an indecisive candle. It doesn't make it right there, doesn't, it's not giving me anything that, oh, it's not solidifying that we are going to continue to push to the downside. So I have to wait for the next candlestick to form to now realize that, okay, we are going to continue to push to the downside or push to the upside. And that is why you can see that the next candlestick was a bull move. So assuming I have entered this trade with just the confluence of, oh yes, that's gotten to my point of interest, which is my 78.6% fib level, and I'm going to take my trade, then I would actually lose this trade, guys, because we can see around that area was just in the doji candle, which was an indecisive candle. So you need the next candle to actually prove the next move, and we can see that the next candle actually broke the zone, actually broke this trend line right here, which make this downtrend invalid. So that, I hope I am making sense, guys. That is how you actually trade. You trade with confluences to help you do better, right? So right now I'm going to delete my previous analysis just to make the chart clearer and reanalyze based on this current price action. So let's see right here. I think we've gotten here already. I'm going to delete that. Okay. Let me just go to a bigger time frame just to see what I'm looking for. Right, let's delete. Let me delete all these ones that I think it's currently invalid, then so it's easier to see. Now let's see what our next move is right now based on this. This is, I can delete this one too. So now guys, I'm gonna draw a new trend line right here, just to make sure we're currently analyzing the current price market right here. So I'm going to go to a smaller time frame. Let's see what next, right? So guys, we can see that if you've I've been on this, that my negative 61.8% fib level is a target for me, because we've gotten to my 61.8% fib level, right? And we broke this trend line right now. So there's a possibility that I might actually get to my negative 26.8% fib level right here before we now know our next move. So right now, let's see how it reacts when it comes to this zone that it was broken right here, because the zone was broken here. Let's see what will happen right there. So there's a possibility that because of we broke this trend line right here, we might actually come down here to retest this zone right here before we now push to my upside. And there's maybe when we get there, we might push to the downside, or we might just continue to push to the upside, depending on the reaction around that area right there. So guys, let's see how that plays out. We might actually just come here right here to retest the zone and push to the upside, or we might break the zone right here, retest this trend line, retest the zone, then possible come to my next trend line right here. This is another point of interest for me if we break the zone. Let's change the color of that. So if we break the zone, that is another point of interest for me. But let's take it one step at a time. I want to come in here. The way to react to determine if we're going to push up here. If I see break of zone right here, then we're probably going to take it around this area right here, because we can see that there was this break of trend line right here and it hasn't retested yet. So that's a possibility right here. So this will be my first point of interest, guys. Then if it doesn't do exactly what I think I want for a buy move, then this will be another possible point of interest. So that is why you don't stick to your bias. Don't be so narrowed, be open-minded, so that when you get to a certain zone, if it doesn't work out, it's fine. You know you have another zone that you are expecting, that there's a probability that it might work out around that zone. So that is my quick thoughts on GU, guys. Hope you find it helpful. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And I'll see you in my next analysis. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.